It was a chilly November afternoon in Chicago. Barack Obama, clad in a long navy coat and a maroon scarf, strolled down Michigan Avenue. He was in town for a meeting but had decided to walk back to his hotel to soak in the city's energy. As he passed a corner near Millennium Park, something made him stop. Sitting hunched against a building was a woman, her clothes old and tattered, her hands trembling as she clutched a cardboard sign that read, "Veteran in Need. Please help." Barack paused, ignoring the bustling crowd around him. He was struck by the weariness in her eyes. Slowly, he approached her, drawing curious glances from passers-by. "Ma'am," Barack said softly, "what's your name?" The woman looked up, startled. She hadn't expected anyone, let alone someone like Barack Obama, to stop. "It's Mary," she replied hesitantly. "Mary Johnson." "Mary," Barack said, kneeling in front of her. "You're a veteran?" "Yes, sir," she said, her voice barely audible. "Served in the army for 12 years. Got injured overseas, and, well, things haven't been easy since." Barack nodded, absorbing her words. "Why are you out here? Don't you have a place to stay?" She shook her head. "Lost my apartment months ago. Couldn't keep up with the rent. I've been trying to get back on my feet, but it's hard." Her words hit Barack harder than he had expected. Here was someone who had given years of her life to serve her country, now reduced to begging on the streets. He couldn't just walk away. Reaching into his pocket, Barack pulled out his phone. "Mary, stay right here," he said firmly. "We're going to fix this." Stepping a few feet away, Barack dialed a number. His longtime assistant, Margaret, answered immediately. "Margaret," he said quickly, "I need you to find the nearest hotel with availability and call a doctor for a quick checkup. Tell them it's urgent." "Right away, Mr. Obama," Margaret responded without hesitation. Returning to Mary, Barack reassured her, "Help is on the way. But first, let's get you something warm to eat." He flagged down a nearby food vendor and bought Mary a steaming bowl of soup and a sandwich. She ate slowly, her hands shaking from the cold. As she ate, Barack asked her about her life, her time in the army, her family, and how she ended up here. She spoke of her deployments, the friend she had lost, and the injury that had ended her career. The transition to civilian life had been tougher than she could have imagined. Minutes later, a sleek black SUV pulled up to the curb. Margaret had worked fast. A well-dressed driver stepped out and opened the door. "Mary," Barack said gently, helping her to her feet, "this is for you. We're taking you somewhere safe." She hesitated. "Why are you doing this, Mr. Obama? You don't even know me." Barack looked her in the eye. "Because someone should have done it a long time ago." The SUV whisked them away to a nearby hotel, where the staff, prepped by Margaret, greeted Mary like a VIP. She was escorted to a suite on the top floor, where a hot shower, fresh clothes, and a warm bed awaited her. Soon after, a doctor arrived to examine her, providing medicine and advice on regaining her health. Meanwhile, Margaret had contacted Veterans United Support Services, a non-profit specializing in helping homeless veterans reintegrate into society. Within the hour, their representative, a cheerful woman named Lisa, arrived. "Mary," Lisa said, sitting beside her, "we're going to help you with housing, job training, and anything else you need. You're not alone anymore." Tears filled Mary's eyes. She looked at Barack, who stood quietly in the corner. "I don't know how to thank you, Mr. Obama." Barack stepped forward, his expression kind. "You don't need to thank me, Mary. You earned this a long time ago." By the next morning, Mary had a new plan for her life. Veterans United had found her temporary housing, and Barack had arranged for his foundation to cover her rent for the first year. He even handed her a check to help with immediate expenses. As Barack prepared to leave, Mary stopped him. "Mr. Obama," she said, her voice steady now, "you've changed my life in ways I can't describe." "Thank you." Barack smiled and replied, "You're going to do great things, Mary. Just promise me one thing. Pay it forward someday." "I will," she said with newfound determination. As Barack walked out of the hotel and back into the bustling city, he felt a quiet sense of satisfaction. In a matter of hours, one life had been transformed. For Mary Johnson, the future suddenly looked bright. This story is a testament to the power of compassion and action. In a world where it's easy to walk past someone in need, Barack Obama's decision to stop and help reminds us that small acts of kindness can have a ripple effect, transforming lives in ways we might never imagine. Mary Johnson's life was changed not because of grand gestures, but because someone chose to see her, to listen, and to take action. It's a reminder that when we reach out to others with genuine care, we not only uplift them but also reaffirm our shared humanity. No matter our position or status in life, we all have the capacity to make a difference. The story also inspires us to look beyond people's circumstances and recognize their stories. Mary was not just a homeless woman, she was a veteran, a brave soul who had sacrificed for her country, only to find herself overlooked and struggling. Her journey illustrates the resilience of the human spirit and the importance of community. By paying attention and lending a helping hand, we can provide hope to someone who has lost it. This story encourages us to be that spark of change for someone else, to carry the torch of kindness and, as Barack Obama said, pay it forward. Because when we do, we create a world where no one is left behind. If you have been inspired by this story, kindly hit the like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe to our channel for more inspirational stories like this one. Till next time, stay inspired.